My head is full of goat. My head is full of goat and of other looping things. I sit in the blue rolling shade of the trees, and the cool air on my face makes it feel like I'm neck deep in the sea. The day the goats broke loose, it rained so hard, waves swept down the street. Why does naming something seem to make it true, as though it hadn't been before? In my mind, I watch the goats trot by again and again. They raise a racket, their tough little hooves striking stone beneath the water. Isn't it enough to say that I'm wading through the world and I'm soaked to the bone? The Whitby. The moon is thin and poised like a curlew's beak, all bone, hanging over the ocean, the abbey. We watch the seabirds being swept by the wind, and I try to tell you about all my life you've missed. There are still so many sentences I can't reach. I know that out on the water, welcomed home, is a replica of the ship they took my ancestors in, to sugar plantations for former slave owners. The Whitby, sailing from India to the Caribbean, a stale silence blowing in off the water to greet her. Coming back here is like mutely looking down at my own odd body as it moves without me. Nothing is familiar. This loved blank cliff is a memorial stone with the names bleached out. Swimming pool with a glass roof. My arms look darker against the whiteness of the still water than I thought. The white moon observes me behind the glass. One day, I will own a kitchen table, and there'll be brown faces and brown faces that I just haven't met yet. And I'll bring them bunches of pink flowers, so dark and full they will flow and roll off the surfaces, and their brightness will cause the air to stir. For now, whiteness and reflections of me and moon dissolving. Bird cherry. To teach myself belonging, I try to find the name of the blossom tree darkening by the window. Bird cherry or sweet cherry. From the curve of its leaves, I hold each possibility of its ungrown berries in my mind. If I met my great-great-grandmother, I wouldn't know the name of the language she spoke. Bird cherry or sweet cherry. In the dusk, the petals fall in drifts like sea foam. The soil remembers everything it used to be. Carbon, fracture, petal. Last month, the full white blossoms swelled and blotted out the sky. I only see deer with you. I only see deer, she said, with you. As we picked our way around nettles, the brambles snagging at our ankles, and our pockets heavy with acorns, and anything else October offered us. Till we reached the hollow in the woods, where the earth caves in, as though some small meteor once hit. The trees have grown crookedly around it and filled the space with orange leaves. And we came across a deer, standing stock still in the sinking gloom. Her eyes staring back at us like wild stars, the first to rise in the night. Cauliflower. Because of you, I twist my cauliflower in turmeric. Because of you and your declarative love for fat aubergines steeped in miso, for slow fried tofu and crisp, shining chilies. I coat every white nook until it's bright brown. Brown women taught me how to love by loving. When you called my name in the street last week, it sounded like depth, like roots stirring, like a summoning within myself. From the kitchen, I look out at the bare trees, and there, perched alone, is a brown-breasted sparrowhawk, held completely in the branches, like she never had to arrive. I think of the newly full tree, the striking fullness of your heart naming mine,